Thinking is the ultimate human resource. Many highly intelligent people are poor thinkers. Many people of average intelligence are skilled thinkers. The power of the car is separate from the way the car is driven. If you never change your mind, why have one? A discussion should be a genuine attempt to explore a subject rather than a battle between competing egos. It is better to have enough ideas for some of them to be wrong, than to be always right by having no ideas at all. A good listener is very nearly as attractive as a good talker. You cannot have a beautiful mind if you do not know how to listen. Being right all the time acquires a huge importance in education, and there is this terror of being wrong. The ego is so tied to being right that later on in life you are reluctant to accept that you are ever wrong, because you are defending not the idea but your self-esteem. This terror of being wrong means that people have enormous difficulties in changing ideas. You do not go out into the street in your underwear, although usually you are wearing underwear. The underwear is not visible, but it is there all the time. It is the same with concepts. They are there. They underlie practical things we do even when we are not conscious of them. The simple process of focusing on things that are normally taken for granted is a powerful source of creativity. We may have a perfectly adequate way of doing something, but that does not mean there cannot be a better way. So we set out to find an alternative way. This is the basis of any improvement that is not fault correction or problem solving. Unfortunately, our existing traditional thinking habits insist that you must attack something and show it to be bad before you can suggest a change. It is more difficult to acknowledge that something is excellent and then to ask for change, because although it is excellent, it is not enough. Lateral thinking has very much to do with perception. In lateral thinking we seek to put forward different views. All are correct and all can coexist. The different views are not derived each from the other but are independently produced. In this sense, lateral thinking has to do with exploration just as perception has to do with exploration. Everything can be simplified. With enough simplification and enough patience on the part of the parent, anything can be simplified to the point that even very young children can begin to understand it. There's a danger in the internet and social media. The notion that information is enough, that more and more information is enough, that you don't have to think, you just have to get more information, yet very dangerous. It is not the logical part of thinking that changes emotions, but the perceptual part. If we see something differently, our emotions may alter with the altered perception. Creativity involves provocation, exploration, and risk-taking. Creativity involves thought experiments. You cannot tell in advance how the experiment is going to turn out, but you want to be able to carry out the experiment. There is no doubt that creativity is the most important human resource of all. Without creativity, there would be no progress, and we would be forever repeating the same patterns.